Alright, how's everybody doing? Golden, how you doing, darling? This is gonna be really quick. It's gonna be very, very fast. As you know, and I just wanted to come on here and let you know this in case you didn't know. So it seems like, I know you probably have read what I wrote down there in the comments, at least once or twice, I'm hoping. And it's about blocking, whatever message. So I have to put it in the message of videos or presentations, what I call them. But TikTok is supposed to be a freely communicating app or communicating entity, whatever. And what I just noticed this just now this morning, that I thought, well, maybe she used to have something on TikTok, but it's old now. Now, let me just run down with you because I don't want you to be fooled either, okay? And I don't want anybody out there. That's why I don't mind letting everybody else know about this. Here's what their pattern is, and by they, I mean there's just centrally located agencies, there's Franks, Nazis, there boils down to gypsies, grifters, drifters, con men, con women. That's all they are. And if you have to be made to be answered to one, that is when you know you're under their influence, control, and it's not a good thing. Okay, and I really hope you're not, darling. But so here's where I am. I am limited to something called Hey with Golden. This is on TikTok now. At Con CONMULJR 4 HG. It seems like it's old. It probably is old. Only this and there's no way to send. It says you have to wait to send a message. You have to wait for them to reply back. There's like 2 or 3 other girls on here with you. It seems like it was a group effort or something that they do at the start, when you start with whoever. It never reaches you, and they'll never let it be reached to you because the message was never, just to say hi, hello, or it's me, or whatever. I did run into one with the membership part. I figured if I purchased a membership, I did run it, and I always, in those descriptives on all the presentations I make, I always include my direct phone number. I don't care who has it out there. I only have 2. And on my Instagram, I made sure they're publicly visible, so there's no excuse for no, non-communication. Because what they like, here's their pattern of behavior. Here's what they like to do. They like to get into the middle of 2 parties. This is how they control them. They like to get into the middle of 2 parties. And then they like to control them. They like to give one set of information to one. I've already gone over this. And one set of information to another. Okay? Darling, I have tried to contact you so much and so many times. It is literally almost a dream of mine just to be able to hear that voice on the other end. Just to say hi, if anything. Just to say hello. I hope you've enjoyed everything so far. Just something simple like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, on the BitChute presentations of mine, under the tags, that's why you'll see Amendment 1. First Amendment, that's freedom of speech. These idiots in this country are called occupiers. The ones giving you orders, if anybody gives you orders, they're called occupiers. They have no right to do so. They have no standing to do so. They have no authority to do so. They're called Rebensbaum. They're a people without a nation. That's why they want ours so bad. All right, so just to continue on, I ran across the spiritual gangstar part for the TikTok thing. Now, you may think it's going one way. So on the newer side, what I call the newer side, the spiritual gangstar, Hey, with Golden, it's just called Golden, and it's called Spiritual Gangstar. There is literally, on the old one that I mentioned, the Hey with Golden, at Con Mulger 4HG, whatever, you have 522 followers. On the Golden one, at the Spiritual Gangstar for TikTok, you have, I believe it's 969. But either way, they make you wait for the message so they can read it first, and then they, they don't let it through on my side, but, to me or from me. But it's also, they can read it first and see what's happening, so they can give you material to put out for your second whatever. I'm just assuming, okay? But I want you to know that ever since day one, I have tried to find ways to communicate with you, and I can only do it through these presentations, that is not America. I don't know if you noticed or not, but that is not America. That is not what this country's about. This country's about, I don't do this no contact stuff. I don't do this no, this, oh, well, we should, break no contact or what. No, you want to talk to somebody, you just talk to them. So that's why, in my case, I put everything upon my Instagram, which I believe, I haven't been there in a long time, but you can look up Crystalheart Bleeding 2 or whatever it is. I did it kind of customized so at least you'd recognize it. But everything is, and I believe it's in there. If not, I'll start putting it in there, that link. But everything is visibly up there, so you don't have to click anything. As soon as it comes up, you'll see my numbers. I've got 2 numbers, and that's all. And I don't believe in this no contact, no whatever, what do you call those things, the NDAs, non-disclosure agreement. No, those are pure war criminal arrangements, so they can get away further with what they're already doing. So darling, I wanted to come on here and just let you know I have tried to contact you every single, forget my language, freaking day, and I'm not no crazy or crazed man or whatever, and I don't have, when you get into, they're going to tell you things because they have access to you. I don't, just like my estate, okay, which already belongs to me, but when you figure it out and you can't, you can actually overrule the rules, then the only thing they can do is block you, and that's what they're doing to me right now. That's why they're called blocking teams. And these X's, EX, not X, but EX, that you refer to, your toxic X or whatever, there is no X. Okay, they just call themselves that in court documents so they can be believed, but it's actually just a crew leader called Maylene Taylor Sutera and her assistant. I call him Larry Little Bitch, because they're the only ones that have been trying to keep this thing going as far as they can, because they know when they get caught they're dead, because they have a 90-day, several of them, times 7 years, coming to them, a 90-day death penalty. Within 90 days, they're probably just going to wrap them up, and within a few days, just get them out of here because they need to go. I mean, I hate to talk that way about people, but if you've seen what these idiots have done to me in 7 years, and they do it every day, just like stuff like this, not letting you talk to somebody who you might want to talk to, or might want to talk to you. That's ridiculous. They've stole mail from me. They've intercepted mail, which is what have literally, freed my life up. They've intercepted mail. They've stolen, my estate fundings. That's how do you think they finance themselves for 7 years? How do you think they keep going for 7 years? How do you think they have these little tools of technology to let them watch in on me for 7 years? Yeah, it doesn't just happen. They get handed to them. All right, they're proxy fighters in this country fighting against sovereign Americans. And Golden Darlin, you're one of them. I hate to say so. So, I never contact anybody over internet or whatever. In fact, I never put my stuff online until they came invading my life one day, and then I had to start, because I had to start putting out what these idiots were doing. So, Golden Darling, I love you. I hope this finds you. And just know that they will feed you a line of crap to put out and change your mind. And the last I got, even from other tarot readers, because I don't watch a lot, but a few of them, they got good personalities, so I just kind of tune into them. Nothing like yourself. You're the only one I do this for. But, you know, they all say the same thing. There's a what you folks have been calling it, some kind of divine union or something, and I felt it too, you know, and they're going to try to prevent it from happening. Okay, well, I made it a very big commitment in my own heart right there. This just ain't going to happen. All right, and that's it. It's just, at least not in my heart and in my mind. They don't tell me what to do, and they have no influence over me. And the only thing they can do is go to the very next layer that I'm involved with and try to, give them, confuse them, and give them other sets of information and all this stuff. Don't fall for it, darling. Do not fall for it. Remember, I put this out a little while ago. I'll try my best to update you and keep you reminded of it. If it don't come from me, it's not true. If ties, previous ties, and this and that, and all this stuff, if it doesn't come from me, it's not true. Okay? So I'm just letting you know, and until you talk to me, physically talk to me, you let me know how you want to do it, and we'll do that. And I don't mind doing that for a while. I'm not, some crazy who's, I call it psychopathic, but crazy who's impatient and just wants to talk instead of dating. No, if you want that, that's fine, but I'm not like that, okay? So you can feel comfortable with me, darling, and there's not, everywhere I go, I say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. There's no way I could disrespect my parents like that, my actual, real, biological parents. There's no way I could disrespect them like that. And from what I get, I'm one of the few left that do that. And I'm proud to be so. So, as I give this to you here, and unfortunately I can't, as of today, which is August 9th, 2026, I can't seem to use one number that I did as of yesterday, and I'm not happy about that. But anyway, I do want you to know, darling, that I want you to take care of yourself. And remember, unless you hear it from me, don't believe it. I don't give, forgive my language, I don't give a shit who it comes from. Whether it comes from your best friend, from your best chaperone, from your best whatever that you have to check in with for business or whatever. If it don't come from me, it just ain't so. You get it from me. Alright, and that's just it, because it's not, you wouldn't believe the stuff I've heard and caught in files that they've just, some idiot sitting at a desk has just sitting there and wrote in on me, written in on me, and just all of a sudden you're like, responsible for, all the Lucky Charms in a complete state to have disappeared or something. It's stupid, and then they sit back and laugh about it. So I'm just letting you know that, okay? So with your TikTok, I am not able, or any way at all, to get through to you directly. So if they're trying to tell you, notice he hadn't contacted you, whatever, yeah. Now, I've tried every day since, I couldn't really leave you comments anymore. I've tried every single day to contact you, and I've made it so that you have no problem in contacting me. My number's in the descriptions of all my presentations. At least it's supposed to be. They're in mine, and they are in mine as I look, the presentation up itself and see it, and it's there. So I'm just letting you know, everything's there. But on your TikTok, you've got two You've got that CONMULJR4HG, and that's Hey Hey with Golden at. But you shared, it seems like, with 2 or 3 other girls, and it's really old. And then the other one I ran across this morning, but only because of the membership thing that I was able to renew, thank God for you. And then, so I still do that every month, and that's the hey, that's the golden, only it just says golden, and it's got, versus the 522 followers, it's got 969, but there's still no way for me to leave a message for you there. And on the other one, it says, oh, you have to wait until they favor you to see if they want to receive your message. Well, I know what that is. That's them. I know that's not you. That's them. See if they like the message or not. So I just wanted to let you know, darling, I had tried every which way but loose, and I'm still trying to contact you or give you a private message. I'm not going to put myself on a pedestal, but I think I somewhat deserved that. At least just to tell you, good job, of what you're doing, and stay safe and all that stuff. And, nothing more than thank you so much, or whatever you want to put, or, go bother somebody else, or whatever. I'm sorry. But, even one of those would be fine, but they leave no possibility for that, because the TikToks are not available to me. It goes to this thing called SNSS 1233 1233 SNSS 1233 .1 link me or something .me or ME, something like that. But it's stupid, because that just draws a blank page. It's nothing. At least it draws a blank page here. So they are absolutely, terrified of apparently me talking to you, and they're not giving, at least on this side, me any kind of fair shot of even doing that. I can get, hopefully, I hope you get my monthlies to you, but that's about it. So I don't do no contacts. I never have followed those. I don't know what they are, but I that's the first time I'd heard of it. To break no contact? What do you mean break no contact? I thought that's what free speech was. But anyway, I mean, and that for you, that's fine. I mean, whatever you got to do to, to make your world work, hey, that's fine with me. And I totally get it. So don't you worry about that part, darling. It's me. There is nobody that's going to tell me, oh, you got to follow this no contact set of rules. Here it says, no. We're not doing that. And they know that. So, anyway, I just wanted to let you know and come on here and give you a dose of what I kind of gathered up this morning, because I didn't want to forget it either. Everybody else needs to know that, because they need to check their own selves and their own contact availabilities or abilities, because these idiots who are in this country illegally, they're called occupiers. They're under the form of the architect of the Capitol. They need to be checked on, they need to be deported, and if they disagree to it, they need to be executed under a 90-day death penalty, because that's what the law says. They're sitting here, they've got me sitting in here via a blocking team, and they're trying to do an entrapment thing, meaning that seal you off from the public, and there's no way you can get communication in or out. You ought to see what I go through with DoorDash. You ought to see what I go through with my deliveries from the grocery store. It is nuts. And all of these idiots have no business in this country. So I'm just telling you what they're doing at present. That's Maylene Taylor Sutera. And this is in the state of Nevada. And so far, for 7 years, that's the crew leader. And no police have done anything. They arrive already briefed like I'm some Lucky Charms cereal box abductor or something. I mean, and usually 9.5 out of 10 times, it's them who's doing the whatever it is they're blaming you for. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know, darling, that's what's going on. Please keep trying to contact me. If you see my number anywhere on Instagram or anywhere, I am still trying to get in touch with you. And just to say, you know, hello, or, you know, hi, or, you know, aloha, greetings, or whatever. And just a sincere, you know, hi from myself, not some, you know, 32 in-betweens that are trying to play a game for money, which is also a fake fallacy. And all American money is fake. I don't know if people know that, but it goes on capital. That's why we go under capitalism. So, darling, take care of yourself. Everybody, take care of yourself. Please stay safe. And, you know, God bless all of you. And Golden, darling, God bless you. Thank you for listening to this, and I'll try to cut it off right here. And you may hear another, you know, talking point thing from me soon. You also may hear another, you know, music video from me. It just depends on what I've got time for and stuff. But I just want you to know, darling, I have never stopped from that first day that I got blocked from leaving stuff on your comments, and it wasn't anything bad, you know, it was just complimenting you and having everybody wanting to support you. You know, that's the worst thing it was. But then, because these idiots get to watch me every night, they see you like something, they try to tear you away from it. That's how their robotic minds, they've been programmed, by the way, and that's how their robotic minds operate. All right, so you can imagine what I'm going through here on this side. So, but don't worry about me, darling. I want you to just, you know, have fun as usual. But I just wanted you to know this because they're not letting me communicate with you on several websites, whatever it may be, YouTube or TikTok or anywhere. All right, so I just have to do the best I can, but my numbers are everywhere. They're on every presentation. They're on every, you know, my Instagram, you know, title page or whatever, and they're very visible. All right, so, you know, at any time. Now, they can also block my calls if they come from me, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's happening as well, and they can shut off my phone. But I'll know that one when that happens because it'll end up off. But this is what they do to me. Okay, so I'm just letting you know honestly. And these idiots need to be out of here, one way or the other. Darling, take care of yourself. God bless you. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? Please take care. I love you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.